Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Simply Cinnamon, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm being so dramatic by covering my eye because I want to show you how you go from this to this. This is a one strip lash, and I've applied it and adhered it in such a way that you cannot see the lash band. And these lashes are going to stay on for up to 3 to 5 days. I call it my triple bonding method. I'm going to flip the camera around. I want you to see the workspace. Okay. I have a clean hand towel here and everything that you need laid out before you. You want to make sure that all your implements are clean and that the work area is clean. Okay. I'm also going to show you my pedestal vanity mirror. This is a lit mirror, regular mirror. This one on the bottom is a 30 times magnification, which on an everyday basis is really too much. So what I did is I just adhered a 15 times magnifying mirror on top of that. Okay. So that's, I'm going to around. Hello. We're going to put the back up here. I'm not wearing any makeup in this video because I just want to show you what a difference just having lashes on makes in your appearance, even if you're going with no makeup. So we talked about cleanliness of your area, talked about lighting and the lighting and the mirror. Now we want to talk about lashes. The lashes I'm wearing today are the next generation Wispy Lash from Kiss. They come 5 to a pack, and you're going to be able to get at least 3 wears out of this lash. So if you count it 3, 6, 9, 12, 16 weeks of lashes. Okay, so if you notice on how the lash band is, it's very thin, the lash band, and that's the kind of lash band that you want to go with. You can use any kind of lash that is your favorite lash. You just want to make sure that the lash band is thin. And you can see the difference here. This is the Kiss Famed Collection. This lash is called Little Black Dress, and if you look at the lash band, you'll be able to tell just the difference by looking at it, the thickness of the lash band and how thin these are. And the reason you want to go with a thinner lash band, a more invisible lash band, is number one, it really gets into your lash line and it's easier to hide. When you go with a thicker lash band, it's going to not be as flexible and pliable, and you're going to have a hard time hiding that lash band. Okay, so I'm going to stop rambling on here, and we're going to get right into this video. You saw I had everything laid out before me, but I'm going to list what you need. You need eyelash curlers, your favorite black waterproof mascara. You need your favorite lash that's trimmed and measured to your eye. You're going to need your lash glue that comes with a brush-on applicator. This is the Duo Quick Set Glue. You can use any lash glue that you're comfortable with as long as it is a brush-on applicator. You're going to need a pair of tweezers, a couple of cotton swabs, piece of aluminum foil, the star of the show, which is hair bond glue in dark. Now, I do realize that it's meant for your hair, for extensions and weaves, but when you go to a nail salon and you want to just have some lashes thrown on, this is what they use. And if you're using a very small amount in a very specific way, you're not going to have any problems with them being on your eye. Now, I have been doing this technique for over 2 years. I've never had an eye infection. Why? Because I make sure everything is cleaned. I don't keep the lashes on for a week at a time. I take them off, I clean them, and I sanitize them. Okay? So you want to have also some baby oil nearby to clean up any glue. So let's just get right into this tutorial. Okay, so you want to work in a well-lit area. For me, I definitely need magnification because I have a hard time seeing things close up. So for me, the 30 times and the 50 times magnification mirror is perfect. Okay, so you want to put the mirror just right in front of you. The first thing that you want to do is take your lash curler and you want to, I'm going to actually zoom you guys in here. Hello, so super close. Zoom you guys in. You are going to take and just curl your lashes. And the reason why you want to curl your lashes first is because you want them to be on an upward swing. You don't want to try and apply your lash band to lashes that are sticking straight out. And then you want to go in with your mascara. And the reason I use mascara in waterproof, 2 reasons. 1, it darkens up my lashes so I can see what I'm working with. I have very sparse, thin eyelashes, always have, since I was a young girl. They've never been thick and voluminous. If you have those, I envy you. The second reason is because you're putting on waterproof mascara on your natural lash, so it's going to actually be like a protective barrier against the glue and the false lash, okay? So then we're just going to get right in to applying your lashes. You want to take your brush on glue. You want to, you also want to make sure that before you go in with the glue that your mascara is completely dry. And the reason you want to do that is you don't want to cross-contaminate. You don't want to get mascara on your wand and then put it back in your tube. And it'll break down the properties of your glue and just get mascara in there and it'll get all gunky and weird. If you don't have a hand fan, you can most certainly use, and this is an old Christmas card I never used, and just fan your lashes to make sure that that mascara is dry. So I'm doing my opposite eye, and when you're doing your opposite eye, you want to swing your hand around like this, like you're holding a flute. You want to take your finger, close your eyes, and go right along your upper lash line. Just from the beginning of your hair just to the end, okay? When you're taking out lashes while this is drying down, when you are measuring lashes to put on, you want to start right here where your iris is. You don't want to have your lash all the way to the inner corner. I've done that when I first started, and let me tell you, it irritates you. I'm just taking off a little glue here. It irritates you. It rubs against the inside of the inner corner of your eye. Your eye's going to then start to water. If you're wearing makeup with your lashes, everything's going to start running and just going to be a big mess. So, right to your iris, and then you want to go right to the end here. I usually measure it against where the tail of my brow is, or right where my natural lashes end. Okay, so you want to take your lash. Now, this is the second go around for me with my lash, and you want to make sure that you wrap it around your finger and give it that curl, give it that bend that it needs, just like that. This is, like I said, I've worn these already for 3 days. I took them off, I cleaned them, and now we're reapplying. I need to put my specs on. You're going to take your lash glue. You only need a small amount. This is getting I have a lot in here, but from opening and closing, the lash glue is getting a little dry. So you want to take, you want to take a small amount and go along the top of your lash band. A little bit goes a long way. Remember, we have lash glue on our upper lash line. I am working with the quick set glue. If you're not used to working with the quick set glue, or you're new to this technique or putting lashes on, you want to stay with just a regular glue that dries down in 30 to 40 seconds. So what you want to do from this point forward is you want to take your lash and you want to bring the tweezers right in the middle. Okay, and take my glasses off. The best way I can teach somebody how to put on lashes that I learned is you're going to take it and come up like this. you're looking at the lash band. Think of a spaceship going up, and now it's going to land right in the middle. Now, it looks funky. Don't panic. What you're going to do, and turn you a little bit this way. What you want to do is I start from the back end, and I lift it, and I pull it. You want to make sure your natural lash is underneath that lash band. And then I want to take the front and attach the front. Once you do that, you get them somewhat on. What you want to do is you want to take your index finger and your thumb, and you want to take the skin from your mobile lid and underneath the lash and start clamping it down. Now, there you go. If you wanted to stop at what this is called a triple bond or a double bond, because lash glue on our lash line, lash glue on our lash band. So it's a triple bond. If you wanted to stop there, you could, but I'm so extra. I'm going to take my lash curler. Come on, you little suckers. These are full, like a voluminous set, so it's hard to get them in my lash curler. You want to take them and clamp it down. You don't have to squeeze super, super hard. You're just clamping down gently, opening up, and slowly releasing. Don't go real fast, because you could have glue stuck on here, and then you're going to rip your lash off, and you have to start completely from scratch. Okay, and what a pain in the butt that is. I have done it. So, okay, at this point, they're on. I have them just how I want them to be. Work this in a little bit. There we go. There we go. So if you want to stop at this point, you could. But like I said, I'm so extra, and I'm going to go one step further and do a triple bond. So at this point, you want to take your glue. This is the Proclaim Dark Hair Bonding Glue in a 0.75 fluid ounce. You only need a small bottle because it lasts forever. You want to take your aluminum foil, shake it a little bit, and you just want a little bead. Oh, and that's actually way too much, but that's okay. No biggie. No biggie. Want to make sure that you wipe off the tip. You don't have any dried glue there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the glue and your tweezers. You're going to take the bottom of your tweezers and dip in. You just, when I say a little bit, you really just need a little bit. I'm going to bring the mirror down a little bit more. This is where the 30 magnification really comes in handy for me. You want to look into the mirror, and when you pull your eyelid up, you're going to be able to see where your eyelashes are and where the band is. So what you want to do is you want to take your glue in between that. You want to go on your hair, on your lash, and the lash band itself. You want to place the product in there, and then you're going to go back and forth and push it up in there. Okay, and then in between, just wiping off the end. And now we're going to go back in a little bit more. Lift up your eyelid, looking into the mirror. Back and forth. Take a little off. There's too much on there. And then pushing the product in to your hairs. Okay? Going back in for a little bit more. Always use just a little bit of glue. It's easier to add than it is to take away. Pushing that product up into your lash and the lash band. The reason you want to have some Q-tips nearby is if you get it on your upper rim, you can very quickly, easily push it away. And literally, that's all it takes. It's going to take a little bit to dry down completely. If you don't have the patience to wait, you can use your hand fan and fan it. That will help it also to dry down. And then at this point, as you're taking your index finger and your thumb and you're clamping everything together, you'll feel it become less tacky and less tacky. And then I want to make sure that I wipe this, that I don't have any glue on here. And then you're going to take it onto your lash and clamp down. And the reason you're doing that is you want to actually marry all of the glues together and make sure that that is clamped down nice and firm. You want it, don't squeeze super hard. You don't need to do that. You want to open it up and then pull away gently. And that is it. These lashes will stay on for 3 to 5 days. Now, what you're going to notice is after like the 3rd day mark, when they're going to start pulling away because our eyelids produce oils naturally and oil breaks down the glue. So they're going to actually start pushing away from your lash line, and that's normal. But if you're not ready to take them off and you're like, I really want to get an extra day out of it, what I highly recommend you using is this Ardell lash adhesive for the purposes of temporarily reattaching the lash to your mobile lid. I don't recommend you using this for the technique that I just showed you because it is a very, very strong glue. It has a lot of fumes to it, even when it's brand new. And if you use too much, when it dries down, the only way I can describe it is it gets this like crunchy, crystallized texture. So you don't want to use this on your initial application. What it is perfect for is when you're at your 3rd day mark and you start noticing that it's pulling away a little bit, that you can bring all of your lashes down. If you get this glue on your lashes, forget it. You're going to have to take them off and start all over. You're not going to be able to get them apart. So you want to hold your lashes down, keep them out of the way, a very small amount. Where you see that separation, you want to just put it on that lash line and do the technique I showed you with clamping down your mobile lid and the bottom of your lash, and that will re-adhere your lash temporarily. When they start really sliding off, that's God's cue that it's time to take them off, honey. It's time to take them off. It's time to clean them. It's time to give your eyes a rest. Typically what I do when that happens, I will remove them. In the description box below, I am going to link how you maintain and take care of them while you have them on, wearing makeup and in the shower. And I'm also doing a demo on how you take them off so that you're not going to damage your natural lash at all. But you really just want to make sure that, you know, you're looking in the mirror in the morning, making sure everything's where it needs to be. If you see something starting to slide around, you can use this glue for that. Excuse me. But don't wear them any longer. If you can get 5 days out of them, great. Don't wear them any longer than that. You really want to take them off and let your eyes breathe. Like I said, I would take them off, you know, in the evening. I'll clean them really, really well. I'll let myself go for the whole night into the next morning with no lashes on, just to let my eyes breathe. I've been doing this for over 2 years. I have not had any eye infections at all. The only thing that I have noticed is when I go to take my lash off, my mobile lid near my lash line may be a little red, and that's simply just from having something artificial on your eyes. And that's also from taking them off. You're using tweezers to take out the glue, so it's natural that they're going to just be a little bit red. That's why I suggest taking a little break, letting the redness go away, and then reapplying them. Okay? I hope it was very thorough and you understood everything I was explaining. The initial cost of everything is going to be roughly $24 to $30. It just depends. If you buy a 5-pack, obviously it's going to be more expensive. You may have some of these tools already in your collection, certainly you would have a mascara, and I'm sure most of us girls have tweezers and lash curlers, so you wouldn't have to purchase those. The only thing, and correct me if I'm wrong, I've been able to find everything at my drugstore except for the hair bond glue. I did have to buy this at a beauty supply place, but with the pandemic going on, we know that everything is closed down. You can order it offline. Just Google it. It's Proclaim Hair Bond, Super Hair Bond Glue in dark. There's latex-free versions of this and this if you have a problem with latex. I also suggest that if the lash that you are going to use is not a hair, like it says real human hair, I always use synthetic lash for this application and for the purposes of wearing them a few days. Because if you get them wet in the shower, human hair, it's going to get super wet, super fast. And if you get out of the shower, you're going to notice that they're spiky in some areas. It's hard to get them to come back to where they were. So I would advise you to use a synthetic lash. So my next video is linked below on how to maintain and how to take off. You'll want to watch that video till the very end. I have a very special, unique giveaway. It's a $125 value. I'm not going to get into specifics. You'll have to watch the video, but you know, watch the video. You can enter this giveaway, and like I said, it's a $125 value. So it's a way of me just thanking all of my subscribers for following me on my journey. So I want to thank everybody for entering my little world today of beauty. I know beauty is not the most important thing in the world. I know that. Self-love, self-care, being kind to one another, that's really what's most important. This is a form of self-love and self-care. It's just a different outlet. There's so many things that you can do for yourself to make yourself feel better, whether it's meditation, yoga, going for a walk, whatever you're into. But this is just another outlet. I want to let you know that I am so happy to be back on my channel and doing videos again. It really fills my soul. So thank you so much for watching. I'm sending all my light, all my love to you. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them for me. I love it so much when I see my subscribers leaving comments. I try to respond to every single person that leaves a comment, whether it's negative or positive. It can be negative. I can take criticism as long as it's coming from a loving place. There's no room in this world for cruelty. So leave me a comment about this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you're that person, then go ahead and subscribe. If you just want to be notified of future videos, then you're going to just tap the bell and it'll ring whenever I upload a new video. Sending light, sending love to all out there, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.